Hey everyone, welcome to week 8. I can't believe how fast the past 7 weeks have gone, and I also can't believe how much you've accomplished in that time. So we started off with not really being aware of the instructional design process, but now I feel that you're ending this class with a lot of expertise. You did great jobs with the visual design handout, and it was clear that you were able to apply key visual design principles to your own instructional materials. Your final in this class is to share all of your expertise with other educators and at the same time apply visual design. So you're going to be creating a handout or other instructional material that help others understand what we need to think about when we make Google Slides, handouts, websites, or software. Think of it as a handout that you would have gotten to guide your visual design project. Now, of course, you're going to be modeling all of the essential considerations in the product you make as well. The final exam is due by the end of the week, and you're going to be hitting the ground running in 518B next Monday. I'm looking forward to hearing about the implementation considerations for educational software. We started off with critiquing software. As you learned, there are certain built-in elements in software that in some ways guide our instructional decisions. Think about grouping or not grouping, headphones, time allotted to learning, the teacher roles, assessments. So our next step was to think about how to plan learning in order to take full advantage of those built-in instructional aids or not, and plan a learning experience in which students are engaged with the software. So often we hear about a cool piece of software and then off we go without really considering how it fits in our classroom. Think of Prezi, Glogster, Padlet, and even software such as Spelling, City, ThingLink, or AR. Do we really have students use them appropriately? I guess my point is that the goal of the instructional planning activity was for you to see that we really need to think about learning first and software second. We need to try our best to select software that is appropriate and not just the latest thing everyone is using. I'd like for you to reflect on how the software critique and instruction plan work together, or not, and at the same time. Reflect on your experiences with integrating software into the learning experience before we did these tasks. Use discussion 8.1 to talk with each other about integrating software into the learning experiences. What did you learn that you have been doing without knowing? What did you do during the planning document and you haven't considered before? Why do we have to think about different instructional planning decisions when we're wanting our students to use software? We know this may have seemed like a very basic task. We designed it that way because as we learned with software, sometimes we make assumptions without putting student learning first. So thank you very much for this great class. It definitely went by fast. I know the format of this class is somewhat different from the EdTech courses you took last semester, but I'm impressed with your hard work and your dedication. Now, I'm looking forward to the next 8 weeks because the fun really starts. You're going to be designing some pretty cool learning experiences from scratch. Also, if your group agrees to share your software critique links with the course, please have one of your group members share it with me by Thursday. I'll post the links to everyone so that they can view your work, get some ideas, and be inspired for what you're going to be creating in the next quarter. Have a great week. Email and Vox me if you have any questions.